Hey, patrons, it's John. Remember me? It's 4th of July weekend, and I was just going to catch you guys up with what's going on and share a little thing with you that I'm working on. Hope everybody's having a good time. Hot dogs, barbecues, fireworks, which I am personally very afraid of. All that. So quick Nancy update. I spent the day with her today. Today is Friday, July 2nd. Spent the whole day with her. She's good. She's about the same. We got outside, sat. They have a nice little kind of place you can sit in the back of the nursing home outside under a little tent. So it was nice. And she's good. She has a huge television that our friend Thurman Matithson sent her. Big old TV now. And she's very happy about that. And also, Thurman has put together a GoFundMe thing for Nan. And it's working. It's great. And really the goal is, I made a joke about root beer money and Pizza Hats. But the real money is for the food there is just bad. No way around it. A lot of the residents, there's only about 20 of them, are very old and they can't eat anything but mush. So the food is just dreadful. She doesn't have much of an appetite. But so giving her better food, maybe getting her a little fridge in the room. And the big thing is I got to get a car or a motorcycle, ideally, because she's 18 miles down the road, next town over. And so I can take a bus, takes forever. I can take a taxi, costs $1 million, or I can, have a friend drive me out. And friends have been good about that. But that's unsustainable. I need to get my own wheels. So that's the big idea. Okay, that's Nan. The building, things are looking good. Things are improving, slowly but surely. We're planning a big block party / arts festival in October. That's going to be really fun. We have some other events, maybe a reading series that we're putting together. So that's cool. That's it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this is a reading of a work in progress called A Practical Guide to Drowning. Practical Guide to Drowning. It's the follow-up of the memoir Happiness on the Hard Road, which kind of explains how we got from New York to Pennsylvania to Mount Carmel, Illinois. And this is the Practical Guide to Drowning recounts like the last maybe 2 years. So we're in Mount Carmel and how we got the building, how Nancy's health started going, other things like that. So this is a little section about how we got the building, actually, the arts building that we live in, that I live in now. Nancy doesn't live here anymore. So I don't think you need to know much. This is a pretty short little excerpt. The guy I got the building from is a guy named Jay, and he's from Atlanta. And I think everything else will make sense. Okay, so this is a short excerpt. I'm just looking at myself. My hair is crazy, man. Wow. Jesus. And where am I? It looks like I'm in a basement getting interrogated or something. This lighting is pretty harsh. Anyway. Yeah, that lighting is crazy. What if I do this? That's a little better, right? Yeah, that's better. Okay. I'm not centered. Okay, this is a reading from A Practical Guide to Drowning. This is like second draft, so be kind. I'll put it here. Sitting here now, recalling those fraught few frantic days in April of 2019, I struggle to explain how it worked. It did, as I am sitting here in 500 North Market, recalling those days. And I have a few dollars to my name, a glass, and tobacco, and cats in abundance. But from there to here is a dark passage to recount and remember. A good starting place is a deep and certain dread. I believe most interesting and necessary journeys begin in a state of despondency. Burn the ship and swim ashore. Cast off your few possessions and head off into the desert. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. The two things about Jay were first that he wasn't from here and he believed in magic. First and second, not being from here made us some sort of brothers. We could scowl and shake our heads at the locals like you couldn't do with the locals. And sometimes that is as important as a long drink of water when you're thirsty. Jay was from Atlanta. I was from St. Louis, so we called it even. We were from cities, and these local yokels better watch out because we were going to make a deal. The second thing proved to be key. When Jay was first walking me around the place, he was openly distrustful and gave every indication that I was wasting his time. Until he asked me what I wanted to do with the place. I told him about the theater and gallery that would be downstairs, the beautiful apartment that I would build right where we were standing now. And he kind of relaxed. I had another opening. Jay liked me. Simply being liked can be tremendously advantageous. Being rich is good. Being lucky is better. But being liked can open 1,000 doors otherwise closed to the rich and lucky. My father gave me great wisdom when I was a young man, seemingly throwing my life away. He knew, and he loved me. And so he gathered himself one day and said, John. He pronounced my name, John, 2 syllables. And when he leaned into the second syllable, that was the cue to listen because he had something to say. John, everyone loves a charming boy, but no one has any use for a charming man. It woke me up. I knew I could charm and I knew I could get temporal love from it, but use. That hit me. That made me realize you have to do something with your time here to make it worthwhile, not just get away with everything. Use. So I got serious in my 20s and 30s and worked to make a mark. I was doing it in theater, so how serious was I really is an open and mostly indefensible question, but hey, it was all I knew. You work with what you have. But dad, standing there talking with Jay in his beautiful wreck of a building that I wanted to buy with no money in my pocket, and he seemed to want to sell. All I had was charm. So I employed it to full use. A thing that most people don't know, and a tip that I could get drummed out of the International Con Men Society for revealing to you, is that charm works best and catches fire quickest when the charmer isn't talking. We've all seen the barkers and fast talkers and the music man working the hustle, and they're interesting as hell and entertaining, but they begin to wear you out. The real charm, the true con man, shuts up and leans in and listens. What does this person want? What does this man, this woman want to see in the mirror, want to be in the eyes of others? That is the question the con man asks without opening his mouth, with his eyes only, and the regular, well-timed nod. Cons work because people are constantly conning themselves. They think they're lucky and deserving of love and close friends and I can't read my writing. And they, they really believe that these Nigerian princes just need a favor and all of all their banking information. We all do it. We con ourselves that God loves us and that we're worthy of his love and that we will do better tomorrow. Homo sapiens? We are Homo delusio. Anyway, it's rough, but that's part of a practical guide to drowning, which should be available end of the summer on the new website we're putting together, Little Pharaoh Press. All right, y'all. Thanks for listening. Thanks for donating. Spread the word, and have a happy and safe 4th. I will now try to end my stream. Bye.